Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for all of your hard work on your memoirs. We will be beginning a reading unit here very soon, so I'm really excited about that and excited to get you into some wonderful books, as well as a great story, The Outsiders. But I want to go over some of the areas that we look like we need a little more help in. Um, if you remember way back last time we saw each other live, we were in literary nonfiction, and one of the difficult ideas that a lot of you had was the idea of cause and effect. Okay, and so I'm going to expand that beyond nonfiction right now because we're going into a fiction unit, and I want us to understand that yes, cause and effect are really important, right? When you're with Ms. Campbell, understanding what causes and effects and things like the environment, really essential. But they're also essential in understanding our characters as well as Liam. So why study cause and effect in literature? It helps us to understand the relationships between characters, objects, and ideas, right? You understand what motivates a character in order to do something, right? They have their action and then there's a consequence, or something causes them to react in a certain way. The one that we're really going to be looking at here in the very near future is our relationships with power. Okay, who has the power, who doesn't have the power, what gives us power, what happens when we don't have the power and we're feeling powerless, right? Now, understanding cause and effect will also give us clues to the theme, right? We learn what caused the conflict or how people react to the conflict. Remember, conflict is a major clue to theme, as well as how characters respond to that conflict. All right, and a lot of times when we're talking about cause and effect, some of our sentence starters might be because of, since, as a result of, as a consequence of, now that. Okay, we're getting at the cause or the why. And the consequence is the effects, so therefore this resulted in a consequently, hence accordingly. Okay, and now you'll have a little bit more of a context for those in a moment. I want to talk a little bit about cause and effect. And I remember one movie we all watched together way back in November was The Hunger Games. I'm going to talk a little bit about cause and effect in The Hunger Games. All right. The cause or the action that is Katniss shows bravery, right? Her sister ends up being drawn as tribute. And Katniss is like, no, I'm going to take that on. She shows bravery. As a consequence for that action, or the effect of that action is her life is in danger, right? She's rushed off to participate in those Hunger Games. So she has a action, right? A cause, an effect, a consequence. All right, we look at another one, right? Katniss plays to win, right? We have lots and lots of examples of that, right? She refuses to play like other tributes. She tries not only to beat other tributes, but also to beat the game makers. We know that in the different ways that she connives and she helps Peeta and they get, all in the mud and everything else. As a result, or the effect, is the game makers react, right? Remember that terrible Hornet scene? Or the Tracker Jacker, sorry. That was a painful memory for me. So they look to get even with her. There is a consequence for her trying to beat even the game makers, right? Trying to get it so that, her and Peeta win or whatever. They're looking to get back at her, right? Almost a revenge. That might be one way to look at it. All right, another example. Katniss shows respect, right? She shows respect when Rue dies, and she actually goes out of her way to help other characters. What is the effect of that? She earns the respect, right? She earns the honor and the respect of the other people. So there we have some examples of cause and effect. And that's helping us get at some major themes in this story as well, isn't it? Right? I know we could go with the tried and true, what goes around comes around, but we also have a way of, if you want respect, you have to earn it or you have to show respect before people show that back to you, right? Or oftentimes you have to be prepared for revenge. right? We could always use our examples for there. All right, so I want to see if this just a little refresher helps us to understand cause and effect. We are going to watch For the Birds, Pixar short film, and then I am going to have a Google form for you to fill out, and that's where all these cause and effect languages come out, right? You're going to watch, you're going to look at a cause. So because the birds flap on the wire, you might go like that. You're also going to be asked to maybe do an effect, or because the birds go on the wire, they blah blah blah. Accordingly, the large bird, and then you go from there. I will have a sample on the Google form for you to look at. I will also have For the Pixar birds posted on there. However, I'm a little nervous because they're changing some of the YouTube configurations. I want to be sure that you're able to see it, so I'm going to include it in my video. So what you are watching for is to show me you understand cause and effect. I hope you enjoyed that. I will include one example of what I'm looking for on the Google form. Good luck. I'm going to be using the feedback that I get from this in order to determine if you need a few more mini lessons on this. Hope you all have a wonderful weekend.